Hello, Portland here from Portland Metro Records, and today in studio I have.
Alex FG, what's going on?
Thank you so much for coming out here. You drove a while, so
Yeah, a
thank
little
you for
bit.
doing that.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me out.
Yeah, and you are our first guest in our studio, our office studio, I'm calling it, and I'm
Fancy.
loving this.
Yeah, man. It's nice. It's nice. Sound quality is gonna be real good in this one. I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah, thank you. And this is the first time that we're actually doing this when they're closed, and I am loving that. Having the whole space to ourselves, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, there ain't nobody here. It's pretty quiet. So
Yeah.
it's like usually with these office buildings, there's a bunch of people running around.
Out of habit, I almost shut that door. I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah, there's no need.
No need. But I did want to speak to you about, for me, what I know about throwing a show. Gathering emails, and after so many shows of gathering email, doing a newsletter every month, eventually you become 1,000 emails, and when you send that out and doing a show, if 10% came, it's 100 people. I also know another group where they do a raffle, so they'll do a $30 ticket and they'll take $10 of that and do a raffle, and yeah, someone at the end probably win $1,000. So um, I love that idea. Do you have any little tricks that you do?
Um, I think good things to do is, I still think a good thing to do if you have a little home printer is to just like, even if you're just going on Word or something and it's like, it's not much, but just put in the little type of little flyer, put the name of your show at the top, put the artists in a row and put the ticket price at the bottom and print out 50 copies of that. Cause you can get like, the only expensive part is the actual ink, but you can get like 500 pieces of paper for nothing. And then you just print however many you can, and then go staple those around, tape them up somewhere.
Old street team plays, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, we are trying to develop a street team. Um, I was heavy deep working into the magazine, speaking to some photographers, and I got a message, and someone said, "Hey, I want you to stop by. I want to run something by you." And this person said, I want you to book for my venue." And at first, I was like, "I am just way too busy."
Swamped.
Well, he brought me into the venue, and I'm like, I'm gonna make room for this.
Right.
This venue is super awesome. So I am trying to create a street team to actually kind of do exactly that. Post up flyers today, more digital, so it's more of like sharing the digital flyer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's what I
I
want to
think
do.
a big thing too for shows is like actually making videos with yourself in the video and like just having that face-to-face interaction, even though it's through a screen, but also like that goes with sending messages or emails to people too, because like if you post a video with you actually addressing the show and saying where it's at and you show some excitement and some enthusiasm, I think that I remember those more than I do just a little basic flyer sometimes. And so not that the flyers, also get a good flyer done. If you get a good flyer done, that's a big thing because people hear with their eyes first.
Yes, 100%. And gosh, I could go into this more. Exactly what you said. I had a very, very big artist coming into town, and we were paying a lot of money. And the one thing that I asked is, "Hey, can you do a video saying that you're going to perform here, what day, blah, blah."
Right.
And then once I got that video, we made the deposit. But that video went bonkers because it was a nice headliner. But I liked having the video way more than the flyer. The flyer did great, but that video went bonkers.
Yeah, because you're addressing where you're at, and people are gonna be excited to actually hear you saying from you that you're gonna be there. It's kind of cool to see that because sometimes you'll see people that are on shows and they don't really like advertise the show really at all, and that's kind of a missed opportunity. I feel like.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Boy, I could go into that a lot, but this video that was done, the owner called me. He goes, "That person is saying the name of our club. That's awesome." So yeah, if you can do the video, it is worth
Bonus
a
points with
lot
the
more.
club too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then I had a whole plan to talk to you about this thing, and I was doing my research about you. And yes, I do research. I may turn on the camera and forget what I researched, but I do the research.
That's journalism.
As a journalist. I did the research, and you have a show coming up.
Yes,
Not
sir.
this Wednesday, but next Wednesday.
Yeah, Kelly's Olympian. I'm gonna be going there with some dope artists like Bobby Bars and Raheem the Black Bishop. It's gonna be a cool show, man. I'm excited to go. It's gonna be 15 at the door, and I think it starts at 8 or at 9. But go check the flyer. It's on my socials. But yeah, that show is gonna be a crazy show. I'm excited to be going there. I'm gonna be performing the No Fly Zone, the last song I dropped. I'm gonna be performing a lot of the good songs, or a lot of the best songs that I've made.
Nice. Black Bishop, we know him very well, so very good friends with him. And then I also saw that you were on a podcast, and this podcast is really, really cool. It's 11 at 11, 11 on 11.
11 with 11.
11 with 11.
Yeah,
Can you tell me a little bit about that? Because it's a really cool concept.
it's 11 studios in Vancouver, and that's the name of the engineer is 11, and he has a podcast that's called 11 with 11, and you go there and it's an 11-minute podcast, and it's posted every 11 days. So it's 11 with 11, and it's posted every 11 days, and it's 11 minutes. So it's pretty cool.
Genius advertising.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
And the one thing as I was listening, the biggest message I heard, and actually from both of you, was come prepared.
Yeah, just with whatever you do, just
Yeah.
come prepared, because if you don't, you're gonna be sorry.
The one thing that I remember as I was listening, I remember going to a show, and this guy, he brings out his thumb drive to give to the DJ. And he goes up on stage and he gets out his phone and he brings up the lyrics, and he was really just reading the lyrics.
Oh man,
I've seen that in a recording studio. That's fine in a recording studio, but when
Yeah.
you're performing, just know your work.
At that point, yeah, that's the thing I don't like too, is if they don't remember, if a song's so new that you can't remember the lyrics confidently going through it, then just don't perform it. Save that for the next show and learn
Not
it more.
yet.
Yeah. It's
Not
kind of
yet.
like in sports or something. If you're gonna learn how to shoot a 3-point shot, you may want to practice it before you go shoot it in the game and airball the shit.
I knew one gentleman who, in his living room, he would perform his entire song over and over again, and he would count the steps, and he would go, okay, on this word, I'm like doing this, and the whole stage performance
Yeah.
was well choreographed. I'm not going to say that he danced, but when it was that lyric and
Yeah.
he was at that part of the stage, I was like, I felt that.
Yeah,
I totally felt the energy.
man. That's the type of shit that I like, is because I'm not a dancer or nothing, but that's the good shit, is when you got somebody that can hit the energy right for the song with the movement as they're singing it or rapping it or whatever they're doing, because that just enhances it every time.
Yep, and that beat comes in and just emphasizes it more. I love that. And then what else do you have going on? I saw on your Spotify. Can I just say congratulations?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Wow, that is some big numbers. I'm gonna say one thing that I heard what you said was you were on a lot of everybody's playlist, and you were that's one of the reasons why you have so many plays. And definitely check this out. What is the last number? I'm only going by what you guys said on the podcast. I was like, wow, that's some deep numbers.
I mean, I work really hard, you know. I work really hard, and I hit up a lot of people. Like you said with earlier with the shows, kind of sending a lot of emails. It's doing the shit that people don't think is cool. People that don't think, the shit that's not fun, the shit that's not cool, the stuff that's like homework. That's the type of stuff that you gotta do, and you gotta like get comfortable with doing that. You gotta get comfortable with sending a bunch of emails that you might know. If you send 50 emails, 10 of them might get a response, and then you might actually only make a deal with 2. But that's just one day's worth, and you can do the same thing again tomorrow, and it's only like an hour's worth of work. It's like,
Yep, we have 2 sponsors, Ex Novo and At the Garages. You do not believe how many no's I had before those yeses.
That's how it goes.
And one person taught me this: celebrate the no's. Like at one point, you're like, "Dang, I got another no." Instead of that, sales are numbers. So if you get 100 no's, just go, oh, "Okay, we're right around the corner from that yes."
Yeah, exactly.
You got to get to that 100 no's for to celebrate the yes.
Law of averages type of thing.
Yep. And it has been just crazy over here. I'm glad that it's crazy over on your end.
Hell yeah, man.
And I hope everybody stays busy. Anything else that you have?
I got a lot coming up. I'm gonna be definitely planning on dropping a mixtape before the end of this year, and then dropping another EP before the end of this year. So I got like 2 full projects coming up for sure. That's gonna be after the summer. I'm gonna be dropping some other shit by the summer.
Nice. And any handles that people go check out? Definitely check out your Spotify.
Yeah, check out my Spotify, AlexFG. I'm AlexFG everywhere except for Instagram. It's Filthy AlexFG because apparently some asshole took AlexFG a long time ago. So besides that, Filthy AlexFG on Instagram, AlexFG everywhere else.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in, listening in. We really, really appreciate it. Talk to you later.
Yes, sir.